Today I'm going to show you guys how to subtract fractions when they have different denominators, like 4 and 12. So you already know a lot about subtracting fractions from last year. One thing you know is that you can't subtract them if they have different denominators. It's like taking apples from oranges or dimes for quarters. They're not the same thing. So you got to exchange them out so that they are the same. So in order to do that, in order to exchange out for something to make it the same denominator, it's always best to start with the smaller one, like 4, the smaller denominator. 4 is smaller than 12, so we're going to change out 4. Sometimes you can do the smaller denominator sometimes you can change the larger denominator to the smaller denominator, but not always. But you can always change the small denominator into the large denominator. So this is the one we're going to trade out. So I'm going to make an equivalent fractions equation. So I know this is what I know. I know I have 5 3/4. I know I want something equal to that. I know the whole number is going to stay the same. And I know I want my denominator to be 12 because that's what the other one has. So then I think to myself, what can I multiply 4 by to get 12? Because I know that if I multiply the numerator and denominator by the same number, it's going to be equal. So if I just got to figure out what that number is. So 4 times what gives me 12? Well, let's see, count by 4s. 4, 8, 12. Okay, so 4 times 3 is 12. Well, to make it equal, that means I also have to multiply the top by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now I have my numerator, and this is going to be my new number that I'm going to trade out for that old number. Okay? So I can rewrite my equation to help me. So my new number is 5 9/12. It's not different number. It's equal. These two are equal. It's like trading out 4 quarters for $1. So 5 9/12 is my new number minus 2 3/12, my original number. Okay, now I just do 5 minus 2 is 3. And I subtract my numerators. 9 minus 3 is 6. And my denominator always stays the same. Okay, so this is my final answer, 3 6/12. A lot of times you can simplify that. 3 6/12 is equal to 3 1/2. So that's also an answer possibility. Let's try one more. So 2 1/2 minus 1/4, they have different denominators. Remember, always use the smaller denominator and make it into the bigger denominator. So we're going to make our 2 into a 4. Set up my equivalent fractions equation. Put what I know. I know I have 2 1/2. I know I want something equal. I know the whole number is going to stay the same. And I know my denominator should be 4. So now we figure out the top number. 2 times what is 4? That's what I'm multiplying the top by also. Well, I know 2 times 2 is 4, so the top will get multiplied by 2 also, and that'll give me 2 2/4. Now, I can subtract 2 2/4 minus 1/4 gives me 2 1/4. And that is my final answer.